donation to one of the villages that we have worked with and wanted to support them. So this program that we are going to organize, it's between the Soyoo Foundation UK, the 10 Talents UK, and the Giving Hope Foundation Ghana. So we'll give you more when we get to the village, the holy village in the water region. Thank you so much.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
We should come straight when we get to Anyanawasi. Okay, so then we will come to Awudome, Avenui. Okay. Okay. So we are coming. Honorable, we are coming.
Change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Awudome Avenue. That is where we are coming to do the program this morning, to do a donation and then make sure we collaborate with them. It is a very beautiful and a nice township. So I welcome you all to Awudome Avenue. Come with me to the Deba ground. We are in front of the Methodist Church. Should we turn? Avenue, and we are here to say hello to the Honorable, that's it, Assembly Woman, Essentia Okai. So we have come to say hello to her, and then at the end of the day, we'll be ushered to the background.
You are welcome. My people, we're fully expecting you. Now that you have arrived, we are comfortable. We thank God for the day. You are welcome.
We need to do community entry. So by doing that, we are now going to the chief's house. So I'm going with the Honorable. Community entry, very, very important. When you go to a community, you need to identify yourself for the people to appreciate you. So that's why we are here, to pay and greet them.
Yahweh Soyoo.
Just a check.
The man said he's preparing for the job.
Okay.
So that's what she had.
Okay.
The senior brother of the chief is there and they wished and so on so forth. Sometimes that's what the women are also preparing for the job. So you see them.
Go to the bar over here. We are going to. Was one sour in the way I never time we are against all. Oh, I mean, Sammy, getting a strong. Why would I arrange it? Go banale, Obashan, you feel free. Your sister, I didn't know, no, come on now, no, where I know one woman you are. Oh, what I'm Boshage, a neighbor. No family never knew from where. In the vine, from my own.
We always talk about women empowerment, and now they've been able to organize something. I mean, the assemblywoman has been able to do something from her own pocket. So we are all appealing that everybody should come on board to support these women so that they can be able to take care of their children. And that is all that we are seeking for. So all those up there who want to support, you are welcome. You are welcome. Please come and support the women in Awudome, Avenui.
Yeah.
Come and support the women at Awudome, Avenui. We are appealing to everyone. Thank you.
Done by the district assembly, but we want it mechanized so that it will help the students when they come here. They'll be able to get water. We need hostel. We want to appeal to government to, we have plenty lands here for people to come and build the hostel for us. The place is far from the community, about 2-3 miles. People cannot walk from that place to this place, the students. And we need teachers bungalow. The community was able to raise this thing. It's yet to be completed. They have to fix fixtures, doors, and so on and so forth. They would have sent students this time, but because they couldn't finish, the students couldn't come. If we train this youth, they will be employable and they will work for themselves. Because this time, drug abuse, pregnancy, and all that. All these things that they do in the community, but if they have attended school and they have tried and they are employed, they'll be skillfully, or if they are skillfully trained, they'll be good for the community and employable in future. Because there's so much drug abuse in the community. So we want to bring the youth on board through the education so that they'll become viable for the community. If we finish this one, it will help us. Some parents cannot even pay fees. They can't do anything for their children. But the school fees, the government is paying for it. It's good. It helps some people. Because this place is far from Chito and other places, Ho and so on and so forth. So we have this technical vocational here. It will help our people so that they don't go far away. So we need hostel, teachers, bungalow, and so on. Primary school building where we have started the vocational institute. It is the vocational was launched about 10 years ago, and now it is upgraded to vocational technical. That's where we want to build. The community is building that new building so that we relocate the students from here to that place. You can see the building. Colonial times. And it's terrible. I can't school in this thing. This way they school. So we are appealing seriously to the government of whoever to help us to finish, to complete that one, do the fixture, get the hostel, teachers' quarters, so that teachers' bungalow, so that the community will be relieved of the pressure. The community is trying their best, as you can see. It's still not enough. So, you can't school in this thing. They can still anti-part. There is still in the community. You open your mouth.
Look at the top. When it's raining, this is
serious. So we need serious support. So the students are not happy. They don't want to come. Masters don't want to come because of the situation of the building. So in fact, it's terrible. So we are appealing to the government and whoever to come to our aid so that they will help us to finish that new building, so that the students will relocate them from here to that place for the development of the community as well as the youth. They are impregnating the girl by heart. And when they impregnate, they say, I'm not the one. So you see plenty girls in the community born without fathers. So it's a problem. They go to your rooms and they will steal. This time put your bamboo in the room, they go and steal it because they are under drug abuse in the community. Small youth, they are smoking. Brother, seriously, they steal your bamboo and the soup and the okra, everything with the stove. Seriously. So while people are sitting, everybody will have to lock the door. Seriously, it's now our headache in the community. Because the youth don't do it, they are not employed. They become drug addicts by heart. They don't have employment, nothing to do. So we want support. If we can train them or help them to farm, commercial farms, fine, the lands are here. But support, you don't even get tractor to weed for you. No farming gadgets, serious.
Mama and Reverend ministers around, catechists, and the whole community, especially the children. I'm so excited to be here today. I don't want her to introduce me. She knows. But I just want to say that I was a police officer, a commissioner of police. Wow. I'm not a civilian, I'm a police officer, a commissioner of police. Then people marvel and say, how can a policeman be doing all these things? You understand? But things have changed, and the yesterday police is not today's police. So we have to mingle with the public so that at least we can all do things together. I have left the job 2 years ago to establish my own NGO. But I still lecture at the school. My last station, I was the deputy commandant of the police academy. But what I'm doing now is to help especially women and children. And that's why I decided to come out of the service. I'm also a lecturer at one of the universities in Accra, the Wisconsin University. So I also try to support them. Auntie Vicentia was my mate at Gimpa, and that's where I met her. And I know she was working at Cocoa Board. So day in and day out, she has been telling me about her holy village. And I said, one day I'll come there. So when I heard that she was the assembly member, I said, what can I do for you? Then she said, I'm doing a project, but I need people to come and support me. Then I said, oh, I've also stopped my job, and I'm doing a lot of community engagement. But I'm sorry that you didn't get in touch with me earlier. But I have some few items that I've already given out, but the remaining, she should come and look at them. If she's okay with it, then I can also give it out. Then later I can arrange something better for her to support her in her project. So she came to my place and I said, I have some few books because I've been working with one of our queen mothers who live in UK. Can I get one of their cycles? So most of the times I do a lot of exercise books for schools. But because of my work, I don't put my picture on the exercise book. Normally I use the queen mother. She's called Na Chocho Soyoo. She's a queen mother, but she lives in UK for almost about 30 years now. But once in a while she comes down. So I normally use her picture to do most of my activity. She also has the Soyoo Foundation. So I told Auntie Vicentia that I printed thousands of books, but it's all gone. But I have some few. So I have to bring it here so that we can give it to the children. But we'll print more and then add some to it. So that's why we are here today, just to give a token for the holy village and holy people of Awudome. I see the spelling as Avenue, so I call it Awudome Avenue. So I said, maybe the person who changed the name, it was Awudome Avenue, but they couldn't pronounce it, so they made it Avenue. Aha, so that's it. So I'm just here to give this to our Queen Mother. It's just a token. We have some few toys, few clothing, especially for children, and then for adults, some few shoes, and I also have some pens, erasers, rulers, so that at least they can give it to the children, so that they can also be happy when they go back to school. But I hope that once I have fallen in love with the holy town of Awudome, you will be seeing me often. And I really, really love your chief. He's such a young guy, a dynamic guy, and I believe that when you all support him, you do marvelous things here. Before we do the presentation, I want to surprise Mr. Jackson Maunyo Afram. I don't know whether he's here. Is Mr. Jackson around? Let me say, I want him to be here. I want him to be able here. You know, I wanted to say something, but I know that he is, or he has been an educationist for a long time. And there are so many things that we always want to talk about. Talking about parenting. We always pray. How do we say? We do better. We want a child, a V, and then we GV, and then we don't want to take care of the child. You understand? Some people will go to the mountains and pray, God, something, and then the thing comes. But we don't take care of the child. So I don't want to talk much because of the language. I want him, you see, I'm just taking him on his feet. He's not aware that even I know his name. But I know, I've been seeing his pictures everywhere. So I know. So I want him just to say a few things relating to the importance of education. And also the role of a parent to a child. Very, very important. Look, I really love this community. I am a Ghana. But when I entered here, I was so happy. I told her that I'll even come and spend about a week here. Because the serene is so good. But you know, when I went to the school, that's the old vocational school I went. Because the place, very, very terrible. So I know that that's why you are here. If we want to change this community, it's education. If we want to change this community, we need good parenting. Because the moment we leave them, they are offhand. We always say that the children here are future leaders. And I always argue out that if you don't give the best out to those children, can they become the future leaders we talk about? We are just fooling the children. We are not helping them. So, Mr. Jackson, I want you just to advise the importance of sending our children to school. What will we even do to us in the community in future? I don't think that there's child labor and trafficking around here. I don't think so. But I think that the way I see a lot of guys around, I pray that they don't fall into the category of, you understand it. I don't want it to hear that. So I just want a small advice for the community. Then we.
Thank you, my dear. Police mega abe idogo edanye Vicentia le university abe chomi won yosu kon abe yen to che ibada sile police don ta ibado do pedebe apere nyonu pele devion ewe be ikle danye Vicentia yo le Awudome ebi acho isi le toro na duko ta ni pede na ni pare me pere ya tene le mai mela eva yi ta ke pere un ya ten wo fifi la ne be ita agbale do na school de o iple mama de ka yo le do ka ke ya la bruchi abe yo pe na vide suso ikweve be ni akoba anami ipo jujole ni un ton afemi ejeun dai kwese be ya no baba eji ayom be nu ye va de si le be do menebe de vieux plate lao de veto di lao be male
Jackson Maunyo Afram, Commissioner retired in Square, for your words of admonishment. Mama was slurring some few minutes ago. Yes.
I'm called Catechist Lord Houdina. I'm in charge of EP Church Avenui congregation. Our school JHS 3 is not in good shape. Even if you go to the other side, you see that a storm come and take it, and the congregation try to buy only one bundle of roofing sheets to roof that place. But this thing is not fine. So we are pleading, if you can give us, we need only 10 bundle of iron sheets. It's the church who is supporting the school. It's the church who is supporting the school, and we have some project 2 year for our widows. So, and the single parents. So we are appealing to everybody who can come to our aid to come and give us some help to do all these things.
This is our technical vocational school constructed by the community. We are appealing to each and everyone who can help so that we can finish it, so that it will attract government to send children to come and attend here. And we are lacking hostels too, and so many facilities we need to help the community grow.
Today we want to encourage the community, the Avenui citizens, to understand that government alone cannot help us to develop the community. We have to do our part while the government is doing its part. And our part is to contribute our levies, to pay our levies, donations, and participate in communal labor to build our social amenities and encourage our society, citizens, all the well-wishers to also join us to help us build the community. There is no work now in Accra. Nobody should be eager or willing, anxious to run to the city because there is no work there. We have to build and develop our community for ourselves. We will live here, we will not pay any rent, we will enjoy all the serene environment. But when you go to Accra, there is no place even for them to sleep. So this is the right way to develop this community, is this technical vocational institute that the government has just approved for us. And waiting for government to come and build it for us will not help us. Through these small ways, we can build it. So the government, we need help. We need help in, government has done well by approving it for us as a technical institute. But that will not be enough. While we are trying to finish the classrooms, we need a hostel. Because without a hostel and the outskirts on which the vocational school is, the children will find it difficult moving from the village or the town to that place. So we need a hostel there. That is our urgent need. The youth, they say Satan finds works for an idle hand. And that is why my community, in tackling that problem, decided to venture into this technical vocational institute, in which we can learn the handiworks. You'll be in your own house, you set up your own company, you'll be doing your own work. And through education, we have seen a drastic reduction in the teenage pregnancy through the advocacy work by my Queen Mother and other NGOs who have been periodically coming to our community. So we are sure it will go further down when the vocation or the technical institute take a full flesh, and then the people can get some handiwork through the technical school. That is why we are not relenting on our effort. We are putting it all to make sure the technical school become a reality.
We wish to thank you so much for coming. And you have seen our projects, the schools, things hanging up there, our problems, and we wish to appeal to government for support, or wherever, to support us to do our projects and our needs in the community. You can see our youth. We want to empower the youth, the single parents, then to complete our projects, the technical school, the widows project, and all that. We hope, by God's grace, you support us to enable us achieve our aim. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Antipat, thank you so much for coming, and I wish for your support to help us grow the community to the grace of God. Thank you.
Thank you too. We are also grateful for accepting us and the little token that we gave you. I know you are happy about it, and we will come back with big things. So expect something from us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And your community. Thank you so much. When we're coming, we didn't know what we're going to meet. But thank God, everything has worked perfectly. The Deba was so beautiful and well attended. The chief spoke to them and gave them some simple rules for them to follow, that they are working within the community and therefore they have to provide. Government is not supposed to give everything. They also have to do their quota. And we are so grateful that the little token from the Giving Hope Foundation, from Soyoo Foundation, and 10 Tenants Foundation, I mean, they really appreciated it. And we are so grateful. But I became so sad. Someone would say, why? When we went to the vocational school, the way the school is, the situation, I don't think that any human being would like to sit in that classroom. So I'm just calling on everyone that they are now building a new school. It's the community that is building the school. Let us all come together and support. Look, people are supporting things that maybe some people will say they will not even benefit from. But it is time for us to come to Awudome Avenue to come and support them, so that tomorrow those children that we are seeing today will become better future leaders for Avenue and Ghana. Now we are out of here. We promise to come back, and we hope once we are alive tomorrow, we'll surely come back to support them, because now we have fallen in love with Avenue. We have really fallen in love, and especially even their chief. So Avenue, we are so grateful even for accepting us. We are so grateful for all that you have done for us. We are saying thank you, Awudome Avenue. Thank you, and we will be back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are off.